Today, now the 28th day of June 2022. The people of Tinka Bere don't suffer from the anthrax disease. We make some of them, they right now safe, they not even get cattle anymore. This is an emergency. Even though then they far off the city. This now one part of the reason that we make some people can feel say na free tongue na salon. When you can listen to the people them, then you go no say na disaster for them safe. But if na be inside free tongue this happen, we foresee National Disaster Management Agency, they come and we foresee all one and they come for can give them something. But because then they far off, it's like no, not care. Nah, well, how we connect? But then safe, na Sierra Leoneans them. But you go can you read them story just now. I get 2 updates for we. The number 1, now for say Alhaji Amadou Ba when a LJ and not being appear na court today. They say they adjourn the case for Thursday, the 30th day of June. So Thursday, now for appear court again. Yesterday we been there now. We talk small, but that $25. Then I be ask a question. Kabia Amadou, you go looking at the screen where we open the phone line. The numbers then go to scroll. All the numbers the way they scroll, they're on WhatsApp. So anyone who you able grab, you can able message we on WhatsApp, and definitely we go able for reply you. $25. Let me say then go charge we not so incoming and outgoing passengers from all we international airports there na salon. Then a push go further tell we about the handing over from NACOVAC to UDAT to Ministry of Health and Sanitation. NACOVAC the dissolve, and then last day will be the 30th day of June, and from the 1st of July na Ministry of Health and Sanitation na then go take now they say seamlessly na then go take over wetin NACOVAC be done they do. So since now then they take over, then get a quick public notice for we before we can go inside we program proper one. Then say they want for inform we, the general public. They say because of the redenomination process, the one them where they plan for take the COVID test on Thursday, the 30th day of June 2022, for make them payment before that day. You hear me? If you dey salon now, you get for comot na do. Thursday the 30th. Because I don't go on just now. People I don't say anything we get for do with we and the diaspora. We don't build the bridge down. Or they build a vuvuzela there for you. For make you know. That's why the other day, I see somebody comment na YouTube say, Triple let for make the people and they panic about this new money instead for they sensitize them. I was like, okay. What till you be the listen to? Because I think Musa no go see forget. Now in the watch I go say wetin so you no go see forget. And watch we get past 5 sori then at the gates. Hey. Kabe Amadu, just wait to open the phone line. You go see the numbers them. Because I think as far as I'm concerned, yeah, Bank of Salon, they owe me. For sensitize, explain. So for let the person say, me they put panic by the people there. I don't know it be waiting be then at the person cup way be the drink. But let's continue. If you get for take test on Thursday, the 30th of June, do ya pay one thing for that test day before that day? They say because the payment portal, you know, like how you can go online for pay. That payment portal that day, it close. I tell ya, but I know we thank you for the stars. Don't forget to say the studio. Allow they utilize them. If a Smith says something, the English be too big for the positive, but English have me the talk here. And then they break down to the best of we own knowledge now, I understand. For let's say me they try to panic the people. I was like, okay, no something in a couple with the drink. The payment portal and the bank go close on that day. Anyway, the payment portal go there on maintenance. Yeah? Even though they say, let's say you see the payment portal go close. Let's just use that one day. Salas, thank you very much for the stars. The payment portal, that day, it go there on maintenance. But they say for say it go close. The public is assured for say full service go resume on the 1st of July 2022. Yeah, July 1. You better tell yourself get something like July 1. Because this is for be left per way. July 1. We get for dinner. We get a Zoom. We get a Zoom now. July 1st. And we all for join. Not saying it come because it pays small thing for coming inside. Yeah? But not saying it come. Alright. Inbound passengers, partially or not vaccinated, remember, they try for remind this paper with Engisu. Now, what be the axe when Nakovac don't hand over? So, all thing done, now they try for play with we. They try for play with we, let get that understanding. Say, Usai, you don't know. Alright. Inbound passengers, partially or we not vaccinated yet too. And all outbound passengers. So you already know the one the way they take test in salon. If you fly go inside, will you not take the jab yet? Or will you not take the complete dose yet? My dear, then say you get for take the test. Alright. Or the one the way they come on a do. What you come on a do? You jabo, you not jabo, all the man they pay that 500,000. Okay. Or the one the way they come on a do, between the 30th and the 3rd of July, if you get for travel, go salon or for comot nado. You there, Within waiting, the 30th of June, take to the 3rd of July, then they advise you for register now the travel portal before the 30th of June. So you get today and tomorrow. You get the 28th and the 29th. The 28th, 29th. Now you get. Okay? From the 30th to the 3rd, you're not able to use them. 28th, 29th, do I want more? if you get for travel go salon or for comot salon between the 30th and the 3rd. Okay. And say because and I advise you for register at the travel portal one thing. You can not go able to pay for pay online. If you flight get any changes, then say make you send an email support@travel.gov.sl. Who you send them? Una go arrange una safe day. Alternatively, outbound passengers can make payment in person. Na UTB Bank. So that be say no online. No online. Na UTB Bank. Na they go able for make. The transition, a lot of people. Hey, LLC. You get for send money in a salon. If you get for do I go advise you do I want him. Lord give them that Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So sometime by Monday we don't team up fine. Why make them do on Friday? Well, sometimes they go say because they follow the first. But na danger na in them do so. Danger then do. What to make us say so? Because Friday, bank they open till waiting 11 o'clock to 6 p.m. Then close. You get the whole weekend. Agnes Ulema to Bangwa, thank you for the stars. You get the whole weekend. For the one they want for do yuki with the money. They get people in back who go the yan forget the money. Alright. We hope say we learn, we get the understanding, and we move. And that's what we hope for. Yeah? When it comes to program proper today, Atigu Barry, thank you very much for the stars. You know why we create Sierra Network? Only if you know say you na a reason why make Sierra Network exist. Maybe you just joined we lately. Maybe you don't say what you do with me. But we don't say small. We don't eat rest small at this online place. Yeah? Now with 12 years now they knack so. It take we long before we can Facebook. Even when they do Facebook Live, it take we long before we can. Because AAA, I get nan guy that one the way you have to deal with. But to finally come. But the reason why make Sierra Network Day, follow all the things the way they do. We get to talk to the camera. We they go out there. We they go to places them wait for make those people them then self voice be heard. Make them voice be heard. We they go to the interior. Me self don't join the team. We don't go side. Now different parts of the country. For go do different stories them for mix with the people them. For mix with them. Seriously. We get to explore with AAA right now. Where they take you across the country, different areas them. Who else they do? We are constantly go to neighborhood, go to market. Let these people their voice be heard. But you go get some people them just sit down. Oh, they were. Now they are in the support. If only you can sit down, shuffle and drink Kool-Aid. Make you understand. Where you can want for yeri we too they say. Say I talk na a pressure group. Period. Na a pressure group. I'll make you understand that one day. So most of the time people like they talk say, oh, una all turn at the bad side of the government now na they talk. All turn at the this now na they talk. You the Allah for the government. You don't do your own part. No, so you na the good of the government now you they see. And they talk about this one and they talk about the one who don't pass. Man, we've been here. Last election, they say na SLPP who they campaign for. Now SLPP then power, they say na APC now they campaign for. But ask them people them. We be don't say na ya with we. Then go tell you exactly what's in this day. And they try for make we understand because I see say today because we know they talk about this, we know they talk about that. And they, now few people in no more. So they think so okay can't talk about government no more. No. But we want for make the government no say. Oh they na ya. Na put the help them. Oh the camera go across the country. Na help they help them. Let them know how people really they feel. Let people really know. Let the government know how people really they feel. Because sometimes then they go lie to them. A lot of times people like people I say me, I just want to make the people in authority, the government, the president no say there is a platform where they tell and true. That's all. For say platform the way they tell and true. Like they can't true, they can't talk today. For the people where they Tinka Bere. Let you know say there are people there where governments go there. No. Where they go there, then just go tell them A, B, and C, they left the people there. But not so. But if I be inside free tongue now, can't look. Disaster management, this management, that management, all man go they can for kangi. People them will be they provide for themselves. Now get for the go now the woods for go fetch wood for can sell before they go able eat. Is that right? Then lost all then cattle them. Not to making of them you know. No. Not to making of them you. Okay, fumble them. I been promised there when the Anthrax being come out, I be promised there say we dey send with team. We dey send with team for go na Tenkabere. We dey send them. Let go yegi from the people them. Let go yegi from them. Well, let count first. The first person we na Cherno. Let we yegi. Waiting in want we for no. Yeah? Let we listen them. Do ya?
Mina ore una mina Tinka Bere bidi mina jero jalo mina na the one person who be get this problem this Anthrax business na me cow them first begin die too and I don't lost beaucoup cow them this whole community because we get 6 already na and you get Cherno Jalo, you get Abdina Jalo, you get Aisatu Jalo, you get Sorisise, you get Almami Umaro Jalo. You get Chernoba. These 6 communities now who lost this, then cow will die. We don't lost about 176 cows who don't die now. We don't talk about sheep or goods. All things on the way see one the place empty. Nothing on the and we that Panenka way how they live. Now they pay for picking and school fees. We don't get nothing. We don't get banga. We don't get nothing. You don't say full man a pankao. Now play suicide for real cow na they understand. Then they give any other side. And na parenka where they live, we know they buy, we know they sell, na parenka where they do everything. So right now, na so no more just like that, unless boku cow them. So we no get nothing by then, na so no more see on here. Big people enforce all the cow them be they die. We feel say we get one tradition, that's what they call oral show. Who they fire them, understand? We feel say no more na in. So it happen one, it happen two, it happen three, it happen four. No say no to him because we don't care to go one side. When they die, that officer beats they go beat up. We pull them there. We cover the other side back. Like the worst. So he's saying the thing just they continue no more now. You know they left. Any day it is say and so it's happy. Well, it just a turn no more for dog he die. Well, now people let me come. Understand? They can't pull blood. They can't go the blood. Understand? We then can and tell you say this. You say kill the cow and you go to Anthrax. We don't know. We not be know before. All they are all well, nothing wrong with nobody. From that itself, nobody no die now. All okay. Government not come in here to for solve this problem because now people can in the interview, you understand, then come, then go. And nothing, nobody not saying nothing for say men can't treat the cow. Even the animals they understand. We been they say we sick. Nobody not can for can treat them. Now we been they pay out of money. We call volunteers them for treat and tell what it is stop. You understand? But nobody don't help with nothing here.
So what about some of the measures them way government put in place, like the hours we then give for for transport livestock them and all that thing?
Well, landing affect we. Because we in a parenka where they live, pass you sell cow, understand? You will feed the people and the also you get, understand? But from the way currently this would say nothing as well sit down. You know, first you can say for come buy. Now so no more just so like that, understand? We not get nothing. We no pull milk, we do nothing as well more sit down. It don't affect we big. It don't affect we. Charlie will be eat 3 times for the day. Now one time say to go na problem forget to say that problem. Charlie, we they eat morning time, we they cook. Sometimes they cook, then even say we cook. But right now, one time we fetch for. And pass to people there, when they out and they help we get food, what you they eat. Because so the most you don't right in. Well, the health workers them in come and tell we say, any cow who sick, moku no near and moku no church. Understand? And that's what they do. But from that time, it don't stop now. It don't pass about 2 months. Understand? No nothing. The cow they all okay. And I get no problem with that again. Understand? No cow, no they sick. We they go to there, we they go left for them, they go eat, we cover their back, we lock them, but no problem. Maybe our government help we. May them cow to vaccine them, understand? Medicine them, may them treat them cow we are, understand? May them help you back, may them buy back what a cow they will add for them while this one that we don't left. Because right now the number of cow they who don't lost and number who they now is small, you understand? But if government help we, then good medicine them, we will treat them while they add for the other cow them. So that we will stay back, we will live back the cow being there before. The cow they will be they die, we they put them inside hole. Will not be they eat them. We know they sell them, we know they call person, understand? We they die because what the thing if we be being forced, understand, we will not be no. But what the thing be rapid now, understand, we can't afraid. We say, oh, this is a problem, understand? And this is make we then cow they die so. So we know they near they understand, we then die, we defend them, hold them, understand? We they push them there, we set fire there.
So before them be they start for die, waiting at some of the symptoms and where you be the sip and the cow then?
The cow then and not put no symptoms per week, understand? Me one time what the thing start for that now starting from February. Oh, the cow then start for that. One time Bobo call me in a swamp say one cow don't go for a swamp we don't that. Now say you what Peter? He say you not see nothing. The cow just can't on the swamp, he turn if you don't. He say he die, you understand? No, see, you no go see them map like say we cow sick when you at map and nothing you they see. Before you go down, we like when I don't lock them. One the father they go lock them. Now money when I go down, they meet 4 5 don't die inside the water. Yes, so we see no symptoms, no sign, no they will be the sea for them cow.
Okay. So waiting at the message where they at all, wait you don't say so.
Well, I ask for government for help. We need help. We need help right now, and I think we need help. If government not help we in a problem because we in a parenka where how they live. Now they do everything, and they pay school fees for picking them, everything. Look right at me, I get about them $5 to my can sit down. Because I not get money for paying. The whole day. You know, so he says, I show you the 2 G's so meet up. Look at I'm back. I don't see, don't so nothing no day. We not get nothing by then here. So the big government help women and support we at this year.
Thank you very much.
No, so you say, see, I show you the 2G, so we'll meet up. Look at I'm back. I don't see, don't so nothing no day. We not get nothing by then here. So the big government help women and support we at this year.
Thank you.
Okay, with the big government, make government help we, make them support we by this thing. Really, channel when or owner, you hear explanation. What do you get from them? No government, no goodie. But then self now Sierra Leoneans them. And this is a disaster for them. I feel say they really need for goodie and render help to these people. Somebody will say be they cook 3 things. Now for even cook 1 thing safe. For even cook 1 thing. Come on. No, I don't think say it right too. Now disaster for themselves. So where is the national disaster management? Where they? Or they own they take certain people and a business people them. Well, if they cow them loss. You don't see how some people can end up get trouble. Let's say now these people now loan them go take for go buy them cow here. Don't the cow they don't die. So Papa God. Or not for pick and choose way camper disaster management. Or not to say because then they outcut then they because you say for level with team able reach yonder. Hey, the kind of explanation they wouldn't give me. I was like, una get for goodie. Because now people ended it. And now we people ended it. We want for yeri exact. And for one reason, I was like, no, let we hear from them people there. The government be just a pull press release after the other. Now they done. What thing they do for cushion the effect? Also, the president say make them create the disaster management. Also, we go tell parliament back. Or this not a disaster for the people them. The Minister of Agriculture, what thing they go on? Because they say this they under agriculture, forestry, and food security. Now we got all this plan, all them big plan they will get her for food security. So what do they do for the people them? Okay. Where are you from Uncle Cherno? Look out Nene. Let me waiting Nene in one for tell we, yeah? Let us listen.
My name Nene Gale Jalo. Me I the men cow there, I the men sheep, I the men goats, and then they make me as it on and then be me living. Right now we don't suffer. Because now they would they sell rent in there, how they men there. Me picking them and they pay where they men then ship there, then go to there. If you sell one, you don't pay for it. They go college, then they so then they pass it to us. But if you not get money, I they manage that part. Never they would pay. Now they will sit down for now. But cow then don't die, sheep then don't die, goats then don't die. Now we sit down now. It's bembe they sell out no quiz cow milk again. Now it's just sit down for God there and be. If the government not help we now disgrace one sit down so. Picking and then a college you they pay. Picking and they pass it to us who they pay. We not get money, we not get what you they eat, then there is as if me and then picking and pass go chap wood there. Who can't give the people the way they go wala. I don't able get us how they eat. Right now for that they will sit down for if the government not help we now we suffer one sit down so. I not able to know nothing from them. Because me for my they are pass no more than cow the way they die. Because you know they sick now, they say now for that you know they sick. Because you know they die. You know get nothing pass them cow there then die one. Now they will get anything there. And for more get say you know get nobody will help we. Then die God now help we self because that time they will be get small money hold me because I go take somebody who they can't treat them for Mali. That guy they can't treat them. I will get that guy then about 1 month there they treat them. And they will see better small because you know get nobody will help we. Pass that guy then I can help we will get them small one they will left now. So now no more. The sheep that been get 77 sheep. Then all don't die then left all left for 9 left. Then they back pass what been they give them then for the bottle layer. They make them live like that then they so. Because then mama just born then no more now they then die. Now then 4 months so they were the way they see so. But our patients forgive them, you see no more now they fin the bottle like they buy that milk. Now yeah they mix they give them 210 for the day. I make them why they left like how they left so we see no more now. Go to that been get about 80 something. All things small one them more the one then they born today then die. The picking them back now the same thing so then they die. All till like I see no more now pass sip them 4. And they able left now me and we see them no more now.
So when they start for die, waiting first be kind of you mind?
Well, nothing because when they begin die, we doubt. If he then die because the first day when they first die, not been the me small grandpikin not been well. I go with an hospital. So what come? I know cancer for then hospital. Now they me brother call me say can look today, but I say you ship them. We meet 5 later inside. They all don't die. Now I say, what's happen? Now I say, now they say, no, wala I can look. Now I can look. I meet they all don't die, they don't. Now they will just take them because we get one place here and outside, then can they go through it if they then die. Now they picking and go with them, they then go through it. So from that day, then I wait then start any day now. Sunday, if you come on, I don't want to because I know you put them inside again. If you come on Sunday, now so they meet say all they don't. Sunday they meet 3 don't die or 4 or 1. Now so no more than die. Say they all die. Any day. Usa would they throw it then? The place now we don't move na bin kale. If I don't go down, I go watch the place.
Just go left then they so no more.
Because the place is deep. Now that old day now just all be not say. But the way the place deep, they no say person left there something. That's something only meet person now because the place is far. Now they go left there. Or return back.
Okay. So waiting at the message where they at all wait you don't say so.
Well me at all like government help you. If you not help you don't suffer. It's no day. Because like how they so like if you then pick the other picking and don't go school, so then they don't go work. If you say no more always pass, you go find something for you to chop. But what been getting cow they have been the quick cow milk. What sell? Would they go buy rice? Would they buy pepper? Buy fish? You can't eat. But right now they say no quick cow milk. You no get nothing. We see no more now. From this morning, early morning I go left them. They don't go. So now so no more now we sit down. Like Papa government help you. Soon now they come meet we.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Nothing wasting no more now. From this morning, early morning I go left them, they don't go. So now so no more now we sit down. Like Papa government help you. Soon now they come meet we.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. So they say we suffer. You know, them be they do well. Them be they sustain themselves well. Then Anthrax come. Then now, you from them. Say then go for go na bush for go cut wood. Before then go able for it. Because not to tongue. What I mean free tongue. Or because not to say na district headquarter town. Because na inside. So out of sight, out of mind. Again, National Disaster Management. This one not to part of una call. Ministry of Agriculture. Forestry. Not to part of una call. Nobody know the turn ya in ya. Would go pay attention to the people them? I'll tell us, say, whenever things can happen, people they always they call for help from the government, but it look like if I say the help they seem not for appear. You go say, oh, now business people they not so. But now they get them living no. And not to foresee this now out of waiting them do. Make them loss, then cattle them. No. So now like the same one no more, we then go say na flood come. But if na then I would already for go. So what's happen with them people here? I believe say them self deserve, make them voice be heard. Them self deserve. For all the press release them, when Ministry of Agriculture don't pull. For all. Nothing not the way una feel say una for do for the people them. Nothing. Huh. Una stop them, say they're not for sale, they're not for pull milk. Then but una no say na their life this. This is their life. Na their life this so. But una stop them, nothing. How now let them survive? Eh? Hey, yeah. Sometimes you're not able to understand safe. Seriously. You're not really able to understand. At all. Ani kumba Musa say tripole who for help them. He say if people are willing, make we put something and we share to anybody we want for help. Because if we say they wait on the government, this is a waste of time. He say for just go ahead and help in any way possible we were able for help. Because I make any back turn to we say, well, una say food they come. Eh? This is sad. If we not go the car with this story, you know forever area. Not forever area. But nothing to say with all the talk with the president we go, we create the NDME, we go to parliament. You say they don't get all thing now for where disaster happen, or this not to disaster. Not to this kind. Not to this kind. For cushioning the effects where the disaster they happen to the people them. I feel say them people that deserve something, no. Deserve something and they call the appropriate authorities them. Not for turn blind eyes to the people them. Even the people them claim say, even for go take care of them cattle then. Now they say go fend person. So the government just go there, take sample, blood sample, and go test. Then can tell them say, oh, why they say government and mean the ministries oh. Now then they represent the government. Eh? Then can tell them say na Anthrax. Then now they left her. When they back, then can tell them say una no sell na ya. Una no pull cow milk. Eh? Una no pull cow milk, una no sell, una no do nothing. They left the people and so no more. I don't think safe on the people. But if just no, now be the flooding na happen na Kubi. Can look the all way then they run goody. For go give them something. Eh? What's in the difference? You say, oh, because they were then get shelter. But then survival nine don't so. Me? Ha. But we hope see the government go step up. And go really step up. Mama Conte say not to handouts then they look for. He say, you know what's at the cost of cow? Imagine where somebody lost over 100 cow in just a short period. Eh? Remember, he say, perhaps not to area where attracted for politics. And not to stronghold. Something I make that they turn blind eye by the people them. Well, something they be say they don't know. Now I make who don't count now. We don't count them. So they not go say again they don't know. Not so. We don't bring a cow. We don't lay on a table. So if na the agriculture minister, if na NDMA now, now then they pretend like if I say they know you're real, Like if I say they don't understand, though, well then go understand. Yeah? Like out who's friend. Let me hear you waiting you get for we on this one. Welcome on board who's friend, you get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tripoli, and thanks a lot for giving me the platform, and thanks to all the listeners and viewers. Regarding this anthrax issue with the farmers where they do the pastoral farming in that place there, no see we don't dey try for talking about here how you follow up but here we dey see the way government they try for deal with we all not actually accept. But if they look from the way we them before don't look we looking at the benefits of that farming day to the people them, and looking at that benefits of the farming to the nation, and how it even creates so people then become reliant on that place day, and then looking at the anthrax that would affect it, then they see the seriousness of the sick where it don't cause impact to that one day, and how they go able to try for reduce and what they say mitigate and try for avoid them. Make it not go happen again that way there. And how they will maintain back this particular one with they we don't know how far they don't go with their findings. So all them they are laying at the table, but it all come down to the method we then before don't apply for approach them. But when we look the farmers there, of course, their particular farmers they're different from different farmers they the other at the up the hills. Then why now the type of farming they wouldn't they do, at least an extensive farming, which are then they left the animal, then they go out for fresh air, the cattle then or the sheep, then the goat, and they go eat grass. And that grass they is very good for them because now in they nourish them because it green, different from where they keep them a confined place. So that advantage they get them. And then even when you look at the place, the people the way they interview, you should look the background. It clean. And not them guy and they put the smooth them. The guy they clean them, make them. So in the man self where they talk, you go see how he really look. That somebody we presented will say he not just not know what they do. So you count all the factors there, you put them together and say, then we don't maintain this type of pastoral farming where they go they left the animal, then go, they care for them, and then being deep pastoral farming other than mixed farming. The further part of the farming that they do about how for go do the other farm. But then we actually get this system more extensive and they get a place for them and they host keep them and that wife and then release them, then go, they maintain them, then come back. So you see the people and then they care. So now because of something when a zoonotic way planning is seen as sequel they come out from animal there, when a bacteria one small germs, we don't fly in the air, can't touch them in the air. So if they don't become infected, and the way they seek the attack is fast. But the good thing I would just line up there, you go look say the people then now sick way actually they attack somebody so easily for kill them because they only attack animals that they eat grass, where they say ruminants. So then you know they can liable for getter. So now the mortal man can able to overcome and because of the system in the eat all things, so the body can able for fight them a little bit. So but that part they be help them where they know able get them. But the animals they don't go. If you look at the cost of the animal, if you look at the time when they produce them, then if they look at the what is impact what they do na that area day. When I go try look at development we go there. So when I don't put any things out on that one day when I go able for use that type model there in terms of maintaining the people in force, and then una look to the sick, then una look to waiting una get for do so that the next time then will become adapted to certain things, and then una they develop their farming skills. We come down to the area of your agriculture projects, like we put the minister, they waiting in the do. If in areas then I would have done the what they do towards those farmers. So all this counts down in the table of the government where then we sit down, they put them together, then get the vet, then get all the other areas they would for don't look into this, how they go able for maintain the people in life, so that while they go able for do the next step for them to see how they go able for get agriculture or something in terms of them produce when they do that farming they una farming with the animals and then they look after. And you see again the other area where I believe say they're not they look into more now the area of the effect where it will cause towards the so-called the income where in that area day, and not many particular one for the individual, that are the area income. You know, once it increase the area, people and they become attracted. Where they see people and then they move in and out, and then they try to go get goods them out where they sustain them, and then people and back they can't they for sustain themselves from the food and they produce. It look a bit complicated there, but all I try for say government get for look at from that broad base where they will look the beneficial produce where the people and they give, within they produce, within that benefit they give to them and they give to the environment. But then get the model where they call random foresting, where I don't know how far they were able for do. And I believe see that random forest I didn't go able for don't look now how the animals then they become infected within the forest system don't cause for let them sick then they come to them. They go and get for look say they sick they can because of forest when they remove like the antelopes and they can there are some of them when they say fritambo then they migrate. And when they migrate you find out say the sick don't can spread only when the temperature can high. You will get the that Hamatan breeze they blow, and then as they do you get February, you get March. So now just between that time then the air been dry, they move. So likely that for that the thing then die faster because it can't at the time when the air dry. And most of them are spores then when they fly in the air, when they take. So all that factor there, they look at how you go able to deal with they avoid deforestation or they they try to involve the farmers and for teach them, and then they involve the farmers and for teach them other skills of farming who will help them more. And then when they come with other farmers, they because we don't get agriculture development through the African Union. When they say me now the government that they talk to themselves so now because then we don't get this development plan where they talk about African rural and development blue economy, and then they talk about sustainable environment on ARBE. Now they then put the program what they call comprehensive African agricultural development. And if you look at that data, they talk about a lot of how they will develop. So when then they say about it, I don't know if they can write plan of looking at the things there, or then they take them kind of case there as a case study where they will bring how they go able to let people like this will go develop it. When they go for go develop it now, when they see like other people when they do the nomadic, when they at the hills, then it will be different because then they move from place to place. They can get problem with foresting and other issues them. But then when the one then when they set to one side, when the pastoral farming, when they move, then they only allow extensive farming and they go and come back. So then before easy for dealing with because then you know they didn't get cattle problem with farming. It's not so boku like the other area where the nomadic farming, where then they move from one place to the other with grass come where they go and like it's like fat na kabala. So the plan one will write for them wire and the plan one they write for the one that they up there so that in the agriculture will they boast for say I dey try for empower them. If World Bank they give me money, the African Union they give me money now. They give me African Development Bank they give me through the AU the recommendation through me on plan what I don't write. Now that thing that they go put. I they look the one that with the Kabbalah, the place look all small. Then one day with the Kabbalah, then cheap plenty, then go get a wool, we go thicker. Like go see how they go get wool production. Then they get milk production. How they go change this production, they expand them farming, they will get produce of dairy, where I say will begin to sell, they will begin to get industry. You know what easy, but as long as you do it, it will multiply. So you do them things there, you get back the one that will produce other things they want to produce of animals they will you know go affect the climate too much, you know go affect anything too much, but you just say the people that become sustained and they develop them. But when even the thing don't come to the worst, you even let the people and grab something you know, so I'm able to move, then you see the difficulty for like even the stadium and they when them we don't develop themselves, looking at the price of each animal, it go must pass in time of a million when the money did at that point today, in a more than $100, that money they then 10, you don't get $1,000 already. Was on time that money there, the time where you go come to a family who was help abroad, you don't cut down that spending. All they go do now, for letting go develop the area. So you get to see how you they put out plans, where they bring organizations in, where you get the usefulness of things them, where you go able to put to the people in life. But when you just they make a statement where you say you give press release and then you talk about the people and not tell you say they want government, I mean, so they want the government look, they help them, And then when una go get other side, then go they listen una, then go they see una they go other side, una they launch agriculture project, una do other things them, and then una not even tell them anything. So then go begin to say, they will then get interest to be other things. Then una go only maybe when the schedule of a timetable with the way una put inside. And then things are not things when a diary things them. Then are instant things. The only time when they will become diary now, when you reach the stage now, you don't cut down, you don't put them down, you don't put things stable, then you go put another plan now in a diary. You say, okay, this time I will do this. But when you get this thing, there's no diary in an instant time when una go, una arrange. And we know the economy is difficult. Yes, we not say the economy is difficult and the way things are difficult for the government, but again, they get all the organizations there where they bring in funds, where then we able to redirect or write plan, then we give them to donor agency, vaccinate the things them, and try for let them get proper prevention. Thank you very much for giving me the platform, and I only hope say them go to hear and help the one that we need. Then not just they talk about people them, we mean the proper people them, not to the people them we in that comedian. But all the same, this is reality in life. People can get for left and help the people them. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfriend.
Yeah, you're welcome, yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Tripoli. I want to say good evening, good morning to all we listeners. And I also want to tell thank you for the one the way they help for contribute for push this dream go before. I think I get a lot of contribution from make Tripoli in this aspect because I think say this now we all feel all study all they talk about development, the effect and all these things there. Yeah. Um the very first thing I want to say now that the government they really they downplay this thing here, and honestly speaking it's not good. You see the man make mention of like they don't lost almost 100 and almost cows them. You see what we could get the MDS then at the country now I don't know. And when you ask most of the MDS they are waiting and they do, believe you me, waiting them go tell you now that we don't bring quality education, free quality education. And it's so sad, honestly speaking. Like a Denka incident there will happen. So a lot of research for them be done, a lot of mechanism for them be put in place for prevent them in the day. Let it not happen again. The people that will suffer victims, you sabi, the government for them raise fund, donors them for them are really sad. When I watch the man where they give a testimony, the check no man, I was like, oh my goodness. Then party and the world fund the bank, then they special way we able for give soft loan to them kind of people and they for able for reinstate the cattle rearing again. But the government is not doing anything. Somebody go one for ask in a corner say Mr. say why all time when they call government. Lala just clear this side. Most of what to make with the call government, you see, governments then that they get every right to resources in Sierra Leone. You were not inside government. You know, if I know how they do the money safe. So when then can't see happen, not say because now one village it happened, so that village is not important. Again, I can tell we and Tripoli, let we learn for politics inside and development. If this thing may happen, now any major whole major community, when a political community, I can tell you, trust me, the government they take them up. But because this one is, let's say, the minority, let's say because even this the tribe it happened to, we will refer to them, and let's say they are small, but we will refer to them as minority tribe, na Sierra Leone. The fact remains, they are all Sierra Leoneans. That does not mean the government never pay attention to them. That does not mean say they not get rights, they not get opportunity for live again. When this thing don't happen, that should be the end of their life. The other thing I want for draw with attention to, you see when and the Mr. Chengno they talk, he say now for the cattle business, what then they do, now they pay school fee for them picking them. Take note. But again, with government they say they need to pay school fee, they not do this, they not do that. So we really don't know whether they tell you the truth in terms of this education aspect. But these people has rights and the government's now responsibility. Yeah, now the government's responsibility for ensure say they're able to support them people where we don't lost the amount of cows there. Then go, the fact you see the man say they not even the goats them, more of the cow them. You see, but if the government not they help, who that they for cry to? Most government non-governmental organizations, the way they exist in Sierra Leone and other parts, most times then they go alongside with what the government wants. What the government they push that agenda, then they most times go for good support. And that make if you see Bokuti nowadays, they're not they talk about this TSF, like a minor for them. If you be saying that any other side on education, we get problems. So you go see NGOs, then they come up. But because I mean, listen to the Minister of Development and Economic Planning, where say they don't call NGOs them. Why NGOs they not gonna and this village now for go help people them? They don't put NGOs then together. They're not the cluster them again for implement projects. Then see them. But see a whole community is suffering. No NGO, no goodie. Apart from NGO, what in the government they do? Why make we get MDs them? Now for ensure say government resources, the resources to everybody accordingly. But is it happening in Sierra Leone? No. We only they distribute resources according to political strongholds. And that's what is happening with these people. If now is political stronghold, Tripoli, I'm telling you, with no fear, no favor, they should have done something for them people and they. And it's wrong. It's wrong. They are Sierra Leoneans and they, they get picking them as Sierra Leone. Why the government's not for help them? They need for go big, they need for go lay down our government foot for big. No. Then they contribute to the development of Sierra Leone. Then they pay tax. So why when something happen, the government not go stand for them people here? Why when something happen, they get for wait stay? And this is a disaster, not to pass people die no more, a disaster. It's a disaster too. So we not like when they make mention of the disaster management committee, I can tell you say Sierra Leone, until we put politics in development, we cannot see real development. That disaster management committee where they set up is it constitutes 70 to 80% of political people there. Now then they put there. So what if you say then they do? Then just put them there for compliments them, what they don't do for make when the party can have power. So then they open offices then for put the boys then they put on this way for lack of better words. So they are not delivering better thing. Not to pass fire, but happen in a disaster. No, this is a big disaster. It's a major break. By now, research them for don't go on. By now, findings them for the come out, recommendations for let them see not happen again. But what will get the MDs them for? People just sit down on an office, they wait when months done, then pay them. Months done, then pay them. And it's not good. That's make I say Sierra Leone, it will be difficult for Loko before. Because political thing they inside every MDs. We are not thinking of the people. We only think of what the political parties say. That's all what we want. Apart from that, the people are not important. That make everything what the government they do, now waiting go sustain them or waiting go bring maintain their power. That's all. Not the people first. And in real democracy and in real state where ready for develop, the people should come first. But we are not seeing it in Sierra Leone. People has to, if not to Sierra network will go there. No, in fact, no other media station will go there for go cover them. None. It's really, really sad. By now, if they get findings, say, well, this caused this year, and because of that, they put so mechanism in place. Then party and the world, they pay money, they spend more money on research. And that's what is good. When you do research, you get good findings and recommendations. But we lack that in Sierra Leone. What in the universities then they do? What in the universities then they do? By now, students then for the way they go do disease control management, go do their research and they say, look, XYZ now cause this kind of thing. If this now we go get for do next. But it's not there. So now that make again, we get blame the government at all costs, like I can say. Or that they control the entire economic system in Sierra Leone. Not the government of the day. So no way person go say, not for blame the government, not for ask the government. I could remember back when that fire take place na Eastern Yanda, when we begin for call, we activists then come na social media. People say, why we for call government? Who is controlling the resources in Sierra Leone? It's government, the economy. Who that in control of? Not the government. So, okay, I don't go out. So now that make Okay, so now that make me, they say the government has a lot of role to play, and people expectation are still on them. People are expecting them for deliver. Even if you don't left less than 1 year, they can still deliver and make changes in where necessary. We not for wait past they begin beg we say, oh, but una can or una we aid. Why them vote they in? Now because people believe say they for can make change. But if they not they make the change, then the people will continue for cry. So now that me on take Tripoli.
Thank you very much, Alpha. I want to say thanks to Alpha and also to us friend, thank you for their own submission today. You will listen now. If you get something for add, well, now your own turn. If not, then we go left here and come here back tomorrow. You will listen. If you get something for add, the phone line open now 232-78990-991 then a WhatsApp 232-78990-991 then a WhatsApp, or you can call direct United States or United Kingdom. United States are 1-646-610-3107 and United Kingdom now 447-398-030-402. The phone line open now. The people of Tinka Bere, Loko district, I feel say there is a reason why we bring this now. There is a reason why we bring it now. And then voice for be heard. Then voice for be heard. Then they call for government to help. This is a disaster. It is. It is a disaster, and government need for show up for help out. Then get to the disaster management. What are they doing? What thing they do? Yes, caller, your name and also the call from, please.
Lawrence Fox in Azaluna.
Yes, Lawrence, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yes, sir. But the animal then go die in other country because the parliamentarian enforcement are not serious. Parliamentarian, instead of them talk about issues, then they talk about issues, then they talk about themselves. Then care about themselves. I mean, you should me take to people they believe. And then self not what they care for, how they make money. How they for staying a power, PI system, and that's what they care about, bruh. How they for continue to make the people live a better life, no, they not care. Then they make law self say, this parliament, then get sweat self, then get sweat Tripoli. They want to talk and then get sweat. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? The currency, they just approve the currency. I hear you talk, you explain yourself on the education about the currency. Then they talk about themselves. They no one knows, they don't approve all things they approve. Who's kind of parliament this, bruh? Tripoli, who's kind of parliament this? Tripoli go salon, not go to before the Anthrax. They believe salon government, that's also lie. They don't care about we nothing, bruh. Nothing. Nothing no care about we nothing. Fuel price they go up, pepper they go up, your bus they go up, they don't care about it. They don't make nothing will benefit you at all. And they can't government this. We left and God, bro, God, you fetch for we now, bro. We tired with them, brother. They're all. Not only the SLPP no more, the APCU, the C4CU, they're all not just who to at time to plan something called them. To put like rubbish. People the way they go, it's no, it's business alone. So not trust them. No, put them to go there. I know me on me.
Thank you very much, Lawrence.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Renata, they ask but the stars. But there, on our show, Renata. On our show, about the stars, I'll forget your own star popping. I'll forget a star close to a name. The people them with it in Tenkabere, Minister of Agriculture, Forestry, and Food Security. Salon, pan paper, old Cindy. Think no more. Right now, just think. Yeah, just think. What you think and done? Go salon, go ask. They tell you then get some pan black and white. Because every day, we not they sleep that side. Not they sleep that side at all. You think no more, it exists as salon. Even if you not see him, not worry about that. It dey pan black and white, it dey pan file. So for food security safe, there. When I left them people there so. And cow not cheap right now. Hey, cow not cheap. Well, as you get out, we buy cow. Eh? Well, I know cow it say for make you buy cow, eh? Alright. Well, wait. And they can't go tell them. Ellen can't let you buy cow, let you see. And not easy. Not easy at all. Start displaying at the bottom of the screen. Stars, you mean? Queen Hour? Exactly, Renita. Even fall safe not cheap. I make me where I can go. I buy me 1 dozen. I buy me 1 dozen and clean all. Fine. I can't carry banana freezer. That's what me can do. Carry banana freezer. No say whether they done. Well, I ready back for go strike back for another one. But today, with the big. With the big. A government na for come in and na. Yeah? A government for come in. If 1 cow they cost, let me say, right around within 5 million, 6 million. Eh? Then somebody lost over 100 cephals. 100 cephals now around 500 million to 600 million dandy. Eh? Imagine that deal. 100. Before I say they lost over 100 cow. So how would they talk about this food security? How? Because themselves they provide something for make down the road. We not catch with better we can to beef business. So there. They need for step up. Look at that woman. Nene they say all in goats and sheep. Over 80, over 70. Eh? Over 70, 80. All die just like that. Hey. Things say really. Khalil say over 12 million now. I mean, I get that price I be the talk so. I get that price I be the talk so, Khalil. To them, what it go cost them? When you talk to the one-on-one, what it go cost them? And they say, now who they go for go buy you? So Khalil just tell we now say, now 12 million now for 1 cow. That person they lost over 100. So 100 first now, waiting now one day. Eh? It not easy. Not easy at all. 1.2 billion for 100 a year? There. With a big. When I big with a big. Salon na in the place we theory the payment for backo. You get for big and for doing work. That is God. What you no go see? Eh? Salon na the place now one day. Theory the pay person for. You dey big and back for do the work. The bigger. Yenita say, Tarek say, the minister yana agu. Eh? Yenita they remind me say, Tripoli, you won't forget. You don't forget will be the try for calling now. Will the phone line not go through? Eh? Also, you not be there now will try for calling. Will the phone line not go through? Omar they ask say if me don't research how much the stars then cost. In feel say Facebook they make money, but the last time I check, Facebook now they make nothing out of it. Enough about YouTube. Whatever people give, now they come directly to Winayaso. Facebook now they make nothing per stars. YouTube now in super thanks. Even though now you didn't give money, YouTube they take 30% per hour. But this one, Facebook now they take nothing, sir. Catherine, Jaffo, yesterday you can't let you meet to the commot. Today back you don't can meet to the commot. You meet now left for the left here so. Now that Bishop Vandy say God save Salon. Well, I will save for Apple. Bendu Kama say, he said the government for be concerned about the welfare of the people. Eh? Because of waiting the kid. You read the people and say, them pull somebody come on Mali. But that time they begin money. They pull somebody come on Mali. I can't treat. By the end of the day, cow they don't die. Eh? And at the cow more than the stress part because they cost a lot. Honey bee, thank you for the stars. Eh? Thank you for the stars. This one I need to now they try for rubber in face, eh? Because you need to ask how for send stars. You need to be able to tell you the land. Eh? I make now you then try for do so. Eh? Alit. Captain Joffrey say waiting they go I think today on I will fumble in Tinka Bere, Loko district. Where they go through very hard time right now. Also due to the young say they know how cool no. I don't know if I will say a natural disaster. Eh? I don't know. If I go say a natural disaster. But I know saying a disaster for the people them. And I need for help them. You know with just always see in season car. We want flood in Canada. All they want go. All. Queen our thank you for the stars. Elita. Man kapur. From where you ask now you didn't try for do so. Now you didn't try for do so. But they can't left here. Today will just come, make we remind them for fumble them. And make we want to remind them. I think in for it. I make myself like you. While I know did it, Lord, go no more. Victor Duarte say yes, na agricultural disaster. Well, so we go for make the National Disaster Management let them add and they sometimes they will say agricultural disasternomics. Yeah. But seriously though, I believe say this one go. The video we don't put out to interview the people them. So if they know you well, we don't can learn back on the table. And for we all, our voice be heard. Go there back to my agriculture. NDMA. Eh? Okay. Now rise up to the occasion. There. Let them people in back feel like for say they are Sierra Leoneans. Whatever on get for do. Whatever on get for do, on do no more. Let the people in back feel belong. To meet again tomorrow, Tripoli say tata.